Who taught you to hate the texture of your hair? Who taught you to hate the color of your skin to such extent that you bleach to get like the white man? Who taught you to hate the shape of your nose and the shape of your lips? Who taught you to hate yourself from the top of your head to the soles of your feet? Who taught you to hate your own kind? Who taught you to hate the race that you belong to?
Welcome again to Street Talk. My name is Ahmad Shakaraki. And on Street Talk, we deal with the political, social, and economics here in Michigan, across the U.S., and abroad. Now, joining me tonight,
Paget Maynard.
let me say quickly about the situation about voting, because we know that Trump is trying to get some things into the voting thing where there'll be less and less people voting. So hopefully every state and everybody in these different states will look at the situation what Trump is trying to get passed, especially for black people and Hispanic people.
That's what we call Save America.
Yeah.
But it's not really saving America. It's saving Trump and his Republicans to try to keep control. Because if this Save America goes through, numerous people are going to be left off the voting rolls.
Yeah.
Because it's supposed to take effect immediately, and that means as far as people getting their voter registrations and all these different things they're requiring, it is going to be virtually impossible for millions to get it done. Women who got married and all things like that. Students can't do it there. You're going to leave school to go back to your home state to get all of that and go back to state to vote, things like that. It's a whole lot of problems coming from that. And it is only to benefit Donald.
Yeah.
Anything and everything that Donald Trump says and does has a spin-off that he benefits.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
He doesn't know anything else.
No. And some of the things is that he wants to stop the mail-in.
He just mail in his.
Yeah, but he wants to stop it, So we have to.
When you look at that one, Ahmad, the mail-in, since he put this guy in charge of the postal system, look how many changes were made in the mail-in system. Timing, delays, places closed, machines destroyed.
Yeah.
So even if you mail in your ballot, it's not going to get in there as you drop it in the mail.
Right.
We used to be able to get mail here in Lansing, like next day, 2 days. But now it has almost a week before you could get a mail that was sent out.
Yeah, has to go to Grand Rapids.
And go to all kind of, then to come back to Lansing.
Yeah.
So it's a thing, but it's part of his nefarious design.
Yeah.
He wants to be able to say, I won.
Yeah.
Well, Donald, you talking about unfair? What is more unfair than this Save America?
Well, he comes up with all these, everything is America, it's like.
Well, we got to save America from Donald.
Yeah,
That's it.
But he comes up with these things, so everybody, this is good because they're going to help America.
It sounds good.
Yeah,
but when you look beyond the words.
Yeah, like this big beautiful bill.
Big bill.
Yeah, and it's just a lot of people out here getting unemployed because of this big bill. And
okay, case in point, TSA. Look how many people are out there working without getting a salary.
Yeah.
They're not happy that people call in and not going to. People actually sleep in the car so that they don't have to be driving. They can't afford to buy gas.
Yeah.
They can't afford to do this, that, the other.
Right.
And you want them to come and work for nothing. But the very people in Congress who should be taking care of this, every minute they're gone on vacation.
Yeah. In fact, they leave today or tomorrow.
For 2 weeks.
Yeah, for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And people are working without getting paid and haven't been paid in 3
4 weeks.
or 4 weeks, you know. But
So-
but they are getting paid, and this whole what is it, IDF or whatever they are, you know, walking around these masks on.
Why don't we decide now that when the budget isn't settled and you have to close the government, you shouldn't be paid either?
No.
Because these people out there working without pay,
Yeah.
but you're being paid.
Yeah.
So it doesn't affect you.
No.
So we need to make a change there. But
Yeah.
who's going to do it? They're not going to do that for themselves.
No. You know.
Sure.
And right now, we get these Republicans come on. Oh, we sent over 5 or 6 things, and they keep adding something else. You know.
Well, that's the nature of it. You send something, this is what we want, okay, I have a right to counter and say, I would like this, that.
Yeah.
I don't agree with that, but I will take these,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Mm-hmm.
and I would add this.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't want that. Donald you must do exactly what he wants
Yeah.
and to France with you
Yeah.
and what you want.
Yeah. You know.
And it doesn't go like that, Donald.
Well, but so far with both houses being Republican, he's been getting all he wants.
Just about.
And we got a few judges who done say, "Wait a minute, that can't happen. This can't happen."
Mhm.
And we getting more and more judges, but
They're
it's-
beginning to wake up.
But something that was supposed to be, was it Friday or Monday? It's something that they was supposed to be, and the judge in Washington, I mean the Supreme Court supposed to be looking at. I forget what it was. But anyway, go ahead.
They did something there the other day. They came out and basically they had the oral arguments
Okay.
this week. I guess maybe tomorrow, next week, they might come out with their decision.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. But then when you look at what's going on, Trump's model is to destroy everything democratic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And we're going to go Trumpatic.
Yeah. Oh yes. You know.
You see? And he's doing everything, even look at the White House. Can't break down the place.
Yeah.
He's going to put this big, beautiful, golden.
Yeah.
Why you so got this big fancy for gold?
Yeah. And
But his brassy mind.
Yeah, one of the things that I think I mentioned to you when we was outside, you know, I've been going down to D.C. since 72 or 73, but now Trump's got his picture and George Washington picture in a lot of different places, man. You know.
Putting his picture on buildings where they shouldn't be.
Yeah, you know. I mean.
And this is it. The people allow him to do things.
Yeah.
They ought to tell him plain and straight, you can't put it there, take it down.
Right.
But they're like everybody afraid of this clown.
Yes. You know, that's what we talked about. You know, if people would, stand up, but people are just, oh well, he'll do it, and he'll do this and he'll do that. But go ahead.
He
Joe.
will do it because you allow him to do it.
Yes.
Same way he gone to Iran, have this big expensive war,
Mm-hmm.
hasn't gone to Congress,
No.
to get permission,
No.
but wants Congress to give $200 billion.
Yeah. Yes.
But they don't have money to feed the kids,
Right.
the poor, the elderly.
Yeah.
They don't have money for medical purposes. So the Obamacare gone.
Yes.
How many millions are now going to be without medical
Yeah.
coverage?
Yeah. Yeah. But he wants 200 billion for.
I hope for a change they just tell him go to hell.
Well, I'm hoping too, but just like this these people are holding out. I'm looking for some of these some of these Democrats, man, to go over where they have enough votes, because we got Democrats and we got Republicans, but we got some Democrats, man, who kind of shaky. I put it like that.
Oh boy, they're shaky, all right.
Yeah.
I know one in particular. They are supposed to be a Democrat, but it seems to me that he voted with Trump more than anything else.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And
I hope they get him out of India.
Yeah.
Because he's not true to what he's supposed to be.
No. Go ahead. You had some things there.
Okay. But all of that lead us into, we talked there about the war. Netanyahu been trying for years
Mm-hmm.
to get America in a war with Iran,
Mm-hmm.
with all kind of excuses. The preemptive strike. They're going to remove the threats against the state of Israel.
Mm-hmm.
That's the purpose.
Yeah.
But somehow he probably sold it to Trump. Well, look, we're going to go in, but they're going to come after you if we go in.
Mm-hmm.
So you need to come with us.
Yeah.
And stupid as he is,
Yeah.
couldn't even see. That is a case of the tail wagging the dog.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Because America's supposed to be the power.
Yeah.
And Israel is wagging them.
Yeah. Yeah. And the thing about it, they can't tell Israel to do anything because they'll say, "Oh, we do what we want to," but still they getting all the support, man, from right here in the U.S.
Well, let me give you something.
All
else.
the stuff they're fighting with and all that, they getting right here in the U.S.
Secretary of State Rubio, he said, as for the reason for going in, they had to do this because they knew that Israel was going to go in, and they were afraid that if Israel goes in, Iran will come and attack them. What kind of logic is that?
That's no logic at all, man.
We had a man with a wooden foot. That time they didn't have prosthetics like today. It was this big old heavy wooden foot there.
Yeah.
And they call him Logic.
Yeah.
So that's the only logic, man, his wooden foot.
Yeah.
Because this here is just like the wooden foot.
Yeah.
Then you see they tell so many lies that it's hard to believe them. Now, the Israeli are going to argue, well, Iran leadership has always been calling for extinction, so to speak,
Mm-hmm.
of
Israel.
Israel. And they want to make sure they do that. They talk about how well they denounce the U.S. as its greatest enemy. Of course, yeah, they did talk about the great Satan.
Mm-hmm.
That was way back some time ago. But if America were to continue with what Obama did, they would not have been where they are today.
No.
Trump thought he could do so much better.
Mm-hmm.
So, no, this is not a good thing. We're going to tear it up, get rid of it. We're going to negotiate.
Yeah.
And Trump thinks he's this great negotiator.
Yeah.
He does no A from bullfoot
No.
about negotiation.
No.
He bullies.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he thinks by coming off like this big, great bully, everybody can run from him.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Iran is showing him they're not running.
No.
As a matter of fact, he says the war ends when he says, but Iran say, hey, this is when we say.
Yes. Yes,
And since he's boasting, we have already won the war.
Well, if they want it.
Why are you still out there?
Yeah.
Why are you carrying in 5 100,000 plus
Yeah.
military personnel.
Yeah.
Come on, give me something. You were in the military. Maybe you could help me out. The 82nd.
You know.
Why the 82nd? Is that the one you were in?
No, 101st.
101st.
Mm-hmm. But you know, why are these people going over there if we don't already want it?
They're totally decimated and they have nothing.
Yeah.
We got rid of it. But you're telling me in 2 weeks they would have been able to have a bomb, a nuclear bomb, and you 6, 7, 8, 9 months ago you destroyed everything?
Yeah.
So which is it?
Yeah. You know.
I mean, a liar must have a good memory because when you tell a lie, you keep telling lies and you have to tell another lie to cover that lie.
Yeah.
But the reason is they don't remember what they said.
And that's what's happening right now.
It is happening.
Yeah. Yes.
All right. Donald said, oh, well, Iran wants to talk. Sorry. They're begging. They're begging for us to talk. But I don't want to talk. They're too late. But yet, he got Kushner and this other guy, two inept people as far as negotiations.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
As a matter of fact, Iran, they say, we don't have any more talks with them.
Right.
They don't know anything.
Yeah, and that's the thing. He's got his son-in-law in another. Who's the other guy? Supposed to be
Some other guy who I think his background was in some kind of building.
You know, but anyway,
thing.
they're supposed to be negotiating. I mean, what is son-in-law doing? You know, he's got no parts in the government, so what's he doing negotiating?
What he is doing is trying to get money from these countries whilst he supposedly is out there for the U.S. government.
Yes.
And he wants to build up this business he has when he got, a couple $1 billion for something he knows nothing about.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then Trump said, oh, that shows we're talking to the right people. We're having good talks.
Yeah.
We had good talks. Iranians say they had no talks with him.
Right.
So, oh Lord, if they had no talks with you, and you are saying we had such great talks, who are you talking with, Donald? Yourself?
I mean, really, man, they're saying no talks, and he was saying we had great talks, and we got a lot of fools here though who believe him. You know, that's what's so bad about it.
Oh well, they really want to talk so badly. They even give me a gift, a big gift, very significant price, expensive. But I can't talk about it now. But it has to deal with the oil. Now he's saying so many ships were allowed to go through. And then after they did that, they felt bad for what they did before, so they allowed 2 more ships to go through. I haven't heard anything else to confirm that yet.
I mean, I don't believe it.
So until you hear from a reliable source, ignore it, because Donald cannot talk truth.
No.
Period. So what else going down there?
Well, the thing about him trying to get people, trying to get blacks and Hispanics not to vote. That's really what the thing he's trying to do, you know. And
well, you know, Donald, if you really don't want them to vote for you, keep the war going. Keep the prices high, because you're doing a very good job of it.
yes, but I'm afraid if this, you know, if things settle down, the war ends, you know, gas prices go back down, a lot of these fools gonna be voting for Republicans when in November. That's my thoughts on the whole thing.
You know what? Here's some things this 15-point plan went to Iran through Pakistan,
Mm-hmm.
asking for all kinds of things. Iran will immediately allow commercial ships safe passage. Israel would respond to any, well, let me back up here. They're talking about there's safe passage through the Strait of Hormuz, all right? As well as how Israel would respond to deals. Now, Israel didn't even know that Trump was making a deal. They were shocked.
Yeah.
But you went into this war because of Israel,
Yeah.
for Israel,
Yeah.
and you're still working against Israel, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So,
And what the other thing is, I don't know, and I don't know what is going on right now. But this fool, man, he had Germany, where the war is going on. The two countries,
Russia and Ukraine.
Russia, they was paying Russia, and Russia was giving.
As a matter of fact, I have a document here where Zelensky said he has evidence
Yeah.
that Putin was giving info to
Yeah.
Iran.
Yeah. You know.
It's there.
Yeah.
You see, the trouble is when Donald talking mentioned about Israel didn't even know. Israel Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu asked a close confidant of his to monitor the U.S.-Iran negotiations and make sure that the Jewish state's interests are upheld. Huh? Netanyahu views the talks and how his government is wary of the U.S. opting for deal, even without their knowledge.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And the thing is, man, is that any place where Trump sees that he can get some money, but back up, this guy was, I mean, they was giving money, and then these clown was talking to Iran about everything that the U.S. was doing, how the soldier was. I mean,
you couldn't want it better.
You know.
See this here? Trump thought Iran would just say, well, okay, we'll do what you say. No. We're not doing that. Here are 5 points we're going to give you. 1, immediate end to attacks and assassinations on Iran. 2, concrete guarantees against future U.S. attacks. Brethren, you're not going to get that out of Donald.
No.
There's nothing concrete what he says other than his lies.
No.
That's the only thing concrete.
Yep.
Period. 3, payment for war damages. No, we didn't do it. It was Israel.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he has already started pointing finger to Israel. He didn't do it. Just like he's saying he's pointing finger at Hegseth and he's throwing him under the bus.
Yeah.
4, international recognition of Iran's authority over the Strait of Hormuz. Well, they don't want that because if Iran continues to have control there, nobody could go through. We are stuck now.
Mm-hmm.
And this lie about 10 ships went through, I don't believe it.
I don't either.
Until Iran said, yes, we allow it, I'm not going to believe it.
Because Iran, they I know last week, they were letting a few ships, but the ships that they were letting through was somebody that they knew was helping them, you know.
But it wasn't for free.
Right.
They were getting like $1 million for the ship to go
Yeah.
through.
Yes.
They make money off it, and they're right, because Trump making money.
Yeah.
He making off of everybody.
Yep.
Then the fifth thing is an end to the war across all fronts. No more war. We're not attacking anybody. We're going to have to be peaceful.
Yes. Now, see,
American soldiers are not sure what's going on. And they're now saying, we don't want to die for Israel.
mm-hmm.
They're not concerned about the safety. The government, Trump and his people, not stressing concerns of the military. They get out, the goals are unclear. You're sending me into a war, not even knowing where I'm going and what I'm going for.
No.
Other than I must do whatever you say. Kill that man, and I kill him?
Yeah. You know?
Well, don't make sense to me.
No.
All right. They want to take control of, what it called? Cab Island? Something like that?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because that's where all the controls over Hamas.
Yeah.
And I saw a video a few days ago, which is one of these AI generated, showing that the Americans came in and how they totally destroyed everything, captured everybody, and all this kind of thing. It looks good.
But it's a lie.
But you know it's a lie. But they have to do this. This is the only way Donald Trump could understand anything. So they make all kind of AI things and let it look as though they're doing so great. And there was Hegseth, the big man.
Yeah, and you know, here he is. He never been in combat. You know, he was in the military, you know, for what, year or two or something like that. Then he was in the reserve, and he knows everything. He knows about everything. You know, he's the man to see, you know.
For now. It's not going to be for long. I could promise you that. As a matter of fact, they told Trump, look, any kind of negotiating, we're not dealing with those two clowns you have. So, you could send JD. Iran wants the vice president. But if you notice something there, which other people noticed, that vice president was never attached to this idea of the war. Even before he became vice president, he wasn't really sold on this idea of going after them. So, that makes it thing. Make it more likely that they'll talk to somebody who is a little more open-minded. He's a big clown too.
Oh yeah.
But less than Donald.
Yeah, he was here last week. You know, trying to sell the program and everything here in Michigan, and we out of time. Go ahead. You was been saying
I was
something.
going to read a statement.
Go ahead.
Iran sees Vance as a more acceptable diplomatic figure than Wolf and Kirshner, especially as Vance is, at his core, a skeptic of U.S. military action in the Middle East. That's before he became vice president.
All right. We're about out of time, but my name is Ahmad Sakaraki, and we'll catch you down the next block for more Street Talk. Peace.
Don't let anybody make you think that God chose America as his divine messianic force to be a sort of policeman of the whole world. God has a way of standing before the nations with judgment, and it seems that I can hear God saying to America, you are too arrogant. If you don't change your ways, I will rise up and break the backbone of your power, and I'll place it in the hands of a nation that doesn't even know my name. Be still and know that I'm God.